new job, new lorry, new life. I've got an actual phone holder now, so I don't have to risk my life and my license to record. So for the last couple months, I've been job hunting, and part of that process I've had to speak to various people in the application process, interviews, so on and so forth. And 3 or 4 times you get asked in the interview process, you know, they want to know more about what type of person you are. So they'll ask you, you know, are you married? Do you have kids? You know, how much work are you going to be able to do for us? How much of a burden is your family that it will prevent you from doing more work? That's why they ask. But it's also to get an insight into your personality. But I'm a single guy with no kids, so obviously when they ask, you know, so do you have any kids or anything like that? I say no, single guy, no missus, no kids. And every single time that this question has been asked, and I say no, single, no kids, they all go, "Cool, that's the life, ain't it? You must have loads of money." Or it's like yesterday, a guy that I work with, we were filling in the details for the form so that they can pay me, and it asked marital status, and I said to him, "I'm single," and he went, "Oh, that's the best way to be, isn't it?" And I laughed and I just said, "Oh mate, everybody says that nowadays. Everybody says that being single, no wife, no kids, really not even a girlfriend, this is what men desire now. Like this has actually become the desire because women are so trifling. Women are so unnecessary to a man's life. They provide nothing. They provide no benefit. All they do is cause extra work. It's like taking on a second job that you're not paid for. What man would ever do this? So the only reason to be with a woman now is to get kids out of her and then get rid of her. To be brutally honest, like this is what the women do to men, but the men need to do this to women because the men are more capable of looking after kids anyway. So men should just use women to get kids out of them and then just get rid of them, unless they are actually an asset to your life. But in 80-90% of cases it's not. She's just going to be a drain on your time and money. You're better off without her. And men instinctively know this now. Even the ones that are in marriages, they wish they weren't. I bet a lot of them wish their wife would fucking divorce them. The only reason they don't is because they don't want to be financially ruined in the process, or have access blocked to their kids. This is it. If it wasn't for those two things, you'd probably find more men now that would pack their wives in. But you know what, love? I'm tired of this. It's not really suiting me, so you can jog. But because of the aforementioned penalties for doing that, you know, they won't. You know, this is the thing. The women, they do this, but they don't have those penalties. If they leave the marriage, they get financially rewarded and they get to keep the kids no matter what kind of a parent she is. So there's no penalty for them. So they're doing it. They're doing what the men wish that they could do. You realise this, right? There's no love. There's no love lost. Because these women don't love you in the first place. not in the West. So yeah, I just thought it was interesting. You know, the men they know, men know instinctively. A lot of these men out here will try and cope and give excuses or make out that their missus is, you know, oh, she's the light of my life. These are just pathetic men. Pathetic men, or they do happen to be one of the lucky ones that found a decent woman. But for the vast majority of men, this is not the case. And as time goes on, the quality of the women will keep decreasing until such time that there's a cultural shift to the right, or however you want to say it. Till then, men are just going to stay single. But I would say 10-15% of men, if that, are actively seeking women. The rest, they're not seeking. They've given up. They realise there's no point.